things. And there's that Victor. Does lock it in.
Very few people in the world have a champion that is attributed to them, and when you think of Victor, you do think of Crown. So Samsung with a very standard composition yet again, and the Victor is going to be the primary carry on it. So they have that common carry, and this is a team composition that, you know, they played a lot, not just in this season, but also in Worlds practice and stuff, so definitely a very familiar comp for them. Kongdoo Monsters, the Echo and the Taliyah, I'm gonna have to see what they do with it. Their comp is a lot more difficult to pull off than I would give them credit for. But we'll see what they can do here in tonight's opening game.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, as we were talking about before, it's kind of about pride at this point. You know, there's not too much on the line for them. There is for Samsung. You need to make sure that you finish out the season strong, especially after getting that win over KT, because you want to be as high up on the standings as possible to have your best chance possible in the playoffs. So winning more and more games could potentially put them ahead of KT. So they're definitely going to be trying pretty hard for this one.
One last time, a look at the draft. Echo, Graves, Taliyah, Ezreal, and Karma for Kongdoo Monsters, and Nautilus, Lee Sin, Victor, Jhin, and Zyra on the side of Samsung.
It sounded like some kind of animal started skittering across the stage or something. That was a weird sound. It looks like maybe something dropped from the second floor. Either way, guys, we are going to be jumping into game number 1, Kongdoo versus Samsung.
Daughter of Twisted Fate to create lots of pressure and make sure they get that acceleration as quick as they want it.
Roach moving forward to get that shield, and this is a 2-on-1. Roach is going to eat it. First blood going over to Cuvée. Late to rotate over. Looks like Ruler's still farming under the turret. Lands a big root onto Cougar, and uh-oh, extremely low here. Can soul block all the bullets. He's going to hold it for as long as possible. The flash forward from Haru. That's going to be a kill. And the Q landed onto Soul, too. He flashes away. But I don't think... Well, let me hold that thought. He's going to try for the flash forward here, and there you go. Punch attempting to come on in, and the teleport from Roach coming down bottom lane. Everybody from Samsung on the run now. Can they land the root onto Roach? It doesn't look like it. Cortez will be the first one to go down. And now Haru just trying to get on in there and die to the turret. Can he? No, just barely not. Ed's going to come on in and pick up that kill. As you said, you know, the teleport coming in, Weaver's Wall, a big response, and now you can see Cuvée has that teleport advantage in top lane, and with Infernal Drake being the first one, it definitely makes something happen there. But Haru coming on in to punch, bit of a 1v1, and Haru picks it up to bring down that extremely tanky Echo. Then he just, you know, uses his ult and then goes back. We have a bit of an engage onto Crown, but an immediate teleport response. We can see a lot of members of Kongdoo, but at least that teleport being forced out of Cuvée does force Kongdoo back. So at least they did not overextend. But they do lose that Ocean Drake, so that's 2 Drakes now going to Kongdoo. Bit of a trade now, actually. The Dragon Kick onto Roach, pushing him back. The Sonic Wave coming out, and they do pick up a kill on the back foot.
Samsung gonna get yet another turret.
Oh, the teleport coming in from behind. Here comes Roach. Cuvée, though, he's teleporting pretty aggressively, trying to get onto this backline of Kongdoo Monster. Now Roach and Soul are pretty out of position. No landed hook there, though, from Cuvée. Roach coming in from behind. Stun coming down. Roach getting extremely low, but there is his ultimate to jump back in time, but they do get the lockdown. Haru pretty low on the right side. Look at Punch, though, on the left. He goes down. Looks like Cuvée and Crown able to take him out. Haru does survive. Roach gets out of there as well. Now Samsung able to pick up one more kill. Let's see if they go for more. Haru going pretty aggressive onto this blue buff. Wants to take it away. Is able to do so. They're going to leave it at that. Well, as I say that, actually, the lockdown onto Soul. In comes Haru, kind of needlessly, actually. Does go down. The curtain call does do a bit of damage onto Roach. Wide opening in the mid lane. Here comes the big knock up onto Roach. Can he land that Chrono Break? There it is. Attempting to get back, but here's the depth charge. Can they land another stun onto this guy? Another hook comes down and just barely enough damage to take him out. There you go. Meanwhile, Haru not even participating in the fight. Ground getting very low, trading a bit with Soul. And there goes the Ocean Drake over to Samsung all the while. Taking another blue away from the Kongdoo Monsters side. Oh, landing a big amount of damage onto Guger. That should be the kill there. Core JJ gonna pick that up with the help of a deadly flourish. The curtain call not gonna do anything here, and they'll immediately start the Baron. Here comes the teleport and the Weaver's Wall. We'll see if Kongdoo Monster can make anything of this. Can we see that Miracle 4-man stun? That's gonna be a Miracle 0-man stun as he jumps on in. Roach is very tanky. You can see that Cube was looking for a dredge line, not able to find one, so they're just going to turn back onto the Baron here. Oh, actually a big, nice amount of burst damage there onto Core JJ, but the Baron does go over to Samsung, and now able to turn this one around. Haru is going to survive. Lots of low members in the pit here. Here comes Soul trying to go 1v3. Can he actually do it? Missing that Sonic Wave, going to flash forward into the kick of Lee Sin. So we'll pay for that with his life. Cube looking for more. Oh, nicely done by Ruler. Able to pick up another kill. And I don't even think he had any vision of that. Kind of just blindly into the dark.
Or they could just be delaying its capture so that they can get the best of both worlds. As Elder is coming up as well in about a minute.
Well, here we go. Nice route by Core JJ as the Baron is being burst down. There comes the Weaver's Wall. Really nice knock-up to get everyone from Kongdoo away from there. The flash in from Roach. He is not going to be able to pick that up. Chrono breaks back. Look at how low Soul is getting in the back line. Can anyone get to him? There goes the flash from Cube. Able to finish off that kill. You can see just how low Crown is up at the top. But really nice play by Haru to knock that edge into his team. And this is going to be the slaughter of the Lambs here as Samsung just rolls them after taking that Baron.
Yeah, and now they're running up mid lane, and Kongdoo is basically doomed at this point, and it looks like the game is probably going to end here. Too much time up on the main carry still. With the Baron minions, this might be lights out. Roach goes down. He does have the Guardian Angel, but I don't think it's really going to matter.
Yeah, not going to matter. They burst him down, and down go the two turrets eventually here as the minions push in. Haru trying to make his KDM a little bit better, but there you go. Game one goes over to Samsung. And immediately hover on the Echo and a lock in to counter that Syndra in the mid lane. And they must have known this was coming. I mean, Roach played it in the last game. I think we've seen Edge play it before. And definitely a common response to the Syndra. Crown doesn't seem to mind.
Very no-theme team composition for Samsung. Yes, they do have a heavy burst engage with that Gragas ultimate into the collateral damage and ult from Syndra. So lots of potential for mid lane roams from top lane. Can set that up with ambition very easily, but Ruler is really going to be the scaling component for Samsung. Kongdoo, on the other hand, though, they definitely have a 1-3-1 that's available to them, as Samsung Galaxy don't really have proper wave clear. And so it's not like they can really threaten the turret and get onto Soul or Guger or Punch. And so Roach and Edge should be able to have their way if they can get there. And this is the type of team composition that you would think that Kongdoo could maybe edge out some sort of advantage with. And one last look, Gragas, Graves, Syndra, Ezreal, and Karma for Samsung, and they're just looking to roll over their opponents here. Now Kongdoo, Nautilus, Kha'Zix, Echo, Jhin, and Zyra definitely want to look to go into that 1-3-1 gear. And that's assuming that they recognize that that's what they want to do.
Because we've seen that before, where teams have that kind of composition. They're like, no, let's just 5-man push the top lane. We'll see if Kongdoo Monster can even get to that stage of the game here as we jump into game number 2 of Kongdoo versus Samsung.
The issue is, though, is that they know exactly what camps Punch has cleared. They know that he didn't take his red yet. Edge.
Oh man, solo kill in the mid lane. First blood to Crown.
He has extremely little hit points and mana remaining. We might see a team fight.
You can see the amount of damage that immediately gets put onto Roach as he teleports in. Finally, the teleport of Cuvée coming out here. Curtain call coming in. Cuvée able to land that stun. There's the cask, and Soul forced to blow both summoners to get out of this one. Samsung relatively healthy comparatively. Looks like they will continue this 5-man push onto the bot turret.
They're going to be able to get themselves the first blood turret of the game here. They might even be able to convert the OK.
Nicely done, right on top of that ward. And I think that Cougar did see that ward coming down, if I'm not mistaken. Always cool to see certain mid laners when they really nail a certain kind of pool of champions. Hold that thought, Edge is going in, trying to grab Crown here. He will survive the exhaust onto Punch and the dash forward from Ambition. Even the True Shot barrage there to help clean up. So not sure that they 100% knew that he was there. Crown almost getting caught out here. Edge is on the chase, trying to land that ultimate. There's the stun. Chrono Break coming out into two other members of Samsung. Crown on the run and does pick up that kill. So Edge looking for that kill on the edge of the map.
Escorting the mid minion wave.
Look at that. I mean, Ruler just able to pick up Punch, who's kind of just sitting there, eating all of that damage. Roach looks like he was able to teleport in behind. Ruler might be in a bit of trouble. Tries to arcane shift the wall, does fail, and will die. But meanwhile, I mean, the rest of Samsung, while Kongdoo Monster's distracted, able to pick up the tier 2 turret in mid.
Moving.
Oh, well, they get the lockup onto Ambition. Here comes the curtain call. He gets slowed by that Time Winder. The last hit does get him, but you can see Ruler on the back of it. Does take out two members. Able to take out Echo at the same time, and he wants more. Punch getting extremely low. And this is kind of just turning into the Samsung show once again, where you got someone like Ruler on a champion like Ezreal and Crown on the Syndra, and these two guys are just going ham on Kongdoo Monster. Do have a bit of a pick here onto Ruler. He does get knocked up. Is there enough damage? Yes, there is. They do pick that up, and Mission gets dredge lined here by Roach. On his way out, can he get healed? No, a double kill over to Roach on that Nautilus. Is Kongdoo actually going to try this Baron? A lot of the members are very low, and Syndra is still available. A full health, full mana Cuvée. I don't think they can go for this.
Well, they need to do something. They do have the Mountain Drake. They have the teleport from Edge coming in. We talked about desperation attempts. This is certainly going to be one of them.
Let's see what they can do. Taking down that Baron relatively fast. Crown almost getting stunned up here. Looking for that burst onto someone in the pit. Can he land it? No, the smite will go over to Kongdoo. Cuvée getting in there. Very low members of Kongdoo all around the pit. With everybody able to dash on up, they do at least pick up Cougar on the run. You can see that Crown didn't have all that much mana either. So he wasn't able to dish out all those spells like he wanted to. Cuvée, who does land that double stun, and there's the cast onto Edge. Bit of a knock-up onto Cuvée. Can they actually land enough damage? Edge, though, is going to eat it up in top, and so much expended there to try to take out Cuvée, but he survives. And now Samsung on the chase. The ultimate coming out there, and he does land the flash stun onto two members. Cougar goes down. There's the GA on Roach. He will respawn to his death. And Samsung. Desperately trying to clean these waves. Roach is going to eat it again. Has to run back, and now they have no front line outside of this Echo that's not all that tanky. Kha'Zix definitely isn't as either. So down goes the third inhibitor. As everyone from Kongdoo Monster on the run, they pick up another kill. It looks like Samsung just wants to end this one.
Edge trying to come in for a flank, comes up shy yet again.
Yeah, nothing working here. Roach coming from behind with the teleport. Samsung kind of just playing with their food at this point. Punch finally able to do something in this game. Picks up 1 kill. And this is looking like the end of a solo queue game with one team trying not to end it, trying to boost their KDA stats. But either way, Samsung will finally end the game and take a very clean 2-0 victory.